Hey coaches, and welcome to my channel where I discuss the perfect play football system. The perfect play football system is an offensive system, a modern day spread offense that will always put your players in the best situation where they can be successful. It is a system that puts your offense in a +1 situation and creates chunk plays for your offense. Today's video we're going to discuss how to use motion in the perfect play football system. Please give me a thumbs up, add comments down below, bang that bell for those notifications as you watch the video and you would like to see more of it. Here's my contact information. I'll have a Twitter at Perfect Play Football. You can also read my blog where I address leadership, attitude, communication issues related more to team. And I have an email at perfectplayfootball@gmail.com. All right, we're going to look at one specific example here of we're running a zone play to our left. And we're going to have two backs. We're in a 2-by-1, two receivers to the field, single receiver into the boundary. We're going to motion one of the running backs out of the backfield, and we're running a screen play on the backside of a zone. All right, screen play on the backside of the zone. So we're going to look at different ways of getting to that same concept, whether we can line up. Obviously, we can line up in trips and do the same thing. If we lined up the motion man and stuck him over here and ran it in trips, we're getting the same concept. So we're taking that trips play and going to show you multiple ways of getting to the same concept. Easiest way to do that is to line up in a 2-by-2 formation. We're running inside zone. We're going to motion to the field, and we're going to run zone left, zone into the boundary. We have a single receiver, X into the boundary, two receivers here to the field. We're going to motion H across. The red line signifies the motion. We're in the pistol, so we're running inside zone to our left. He comes out, and he's going to throw the screen on the backside if he likes our numbers. Now, before I get into too much information about using motion, it's very important that you talk to your quarterback and find out what the quarterback is comfortable with. If the quarterback likes identifying numbers and seeing numbers and then you changing the formation with motion, and so numbers don't change, then he knows he has an advantage. If the numbers do change, then maybe he needs to go to the other parts of the play. If your quarterback is comfortable doing that, then run motion. If he's not comfortable with the motion, if he's not comfortable seeing this picture change, the defensive picture change, maybe they rotate the safeties, drop the strong safety down, rotate the jack to the middle. Maybe they want to plus the Mike linebacker out of the box. Lots of things that they can do. They want to move the Sam. Now he's going to be leverage between number 2 and 3. He wants to get outside of the Y here. So lots of things that the defense can do to try to defend this bubble. Now, the bubble is my number 1 tag, my favorite tag that I like to use on the backside or front side of plays. In this case, we're simply running a zone into the boundary. We could run any run. We could run a zone. We could run a gap scheme, whatever we wanted to run in either direction and be able to get the ball on the perimeter or to X into the boundary if we like our numbers in our situation. So this is an example of we started off looking at H. If H were lined up over here into trips and he ran the bubble from here, that's the play we're starting with. All right, now we're going to go with how do we make it look differently? Same concept, same play, everything's the same. All of our kids have done this concept multiple times in practice and in games. So now we're going to dress it up. We use different window dressing to make it look different, but it's going to be the same concept. The first one is just simply a 2-by-2 formation, motion H across. Everyone does their same job. Zone left, cross blocking for the screen. You can stalk block it if you'd like, but I've done both, and I like the cross blocking much better. All right, another way to get to the same idea, the same concept. Once again, X into the boundary by himself. Now we're going to be in a 2-back set, 2-back formation. So we have our 2 receivers to the field. We're still running zone left, zone into the boundary, but it could be a gap scheme as well, and we could be running in either direction, to the field or to the boundary. There's some things you have to do to clean that up a little bit, and you can contact me for those answers. But here we have H. This time I'm going to motion, pre-snap motion out of the backfield from this position. If you like the pistol and you want to stay in the pistol, just put H. H could be on this side. H could be on this side. All right, he could be on either side, but he's still going to motion out and be the third or be the bubble guy, and we're going to cross block for the screen. All right, next we have the same idea. X to the boundary, zone towards the boundary, into the boundary, 2 receivers to the field. But now we put F, if you like doing the flat back part of the mesh, and you don't want to change that up, you can put H in the pistol and run him out pre-snap, and you get the same thing. You get the same concept. Nothing changes. The pre-snap motion will force some type of trips adjustment by the defense. If they do not make a trips adjustment, then the quarterback knows that the ball should come outside. If they make a trips adjustment, then he can execute the zone part of the play or whatever run that we have going on in that situation. All right, and then last thing we have, and that's what was in our video example, is X into the boundary, 2 receivers to the field. This time we're going to motion X from the backfield, from the flat back position, pre-snap motion to get him out here. Once again, if the numbers stay the same, the defense does not make a trips adjustment, then you have the advantage, and the ball should go out on the perimeter. All right, now, all that being said, we're talking about pre-snap motion. If you have a quarterback that doesn't like the pre-snap motion, very simple, just do the same thing. We go back to this drawing here and just make this H release onto the bubble post-snap. Just as soon as the ball snapped, he sprints out into the bubble. Everything's the same, and the quarterback can read it out just like always. I like doing both. I like to use the pre-snap motion as well as just releasing on the snap. Once you release on the snap, sometimes the defense will, this guy will get lost. They don't make the trips adjustment because it happens post-snap, and the defense is at a disadvantage. So once again, all of these examples of the motion out of the backfield could easily be done post-snap. All right, now let's get into some of the video examples that we have here. All right, this is the same one we saw earlier here. We got the motion out of the backfield. He's coming from the opposite side. We got zone to our left. We block the screen on the perimeter and throw the bubble. All right, now we have a situation where instead of the backside running back going out, now it's going to be the front side. Front side running back releases, and you see it happens very quickly. Right before the snap, he gets about three steps of motion in, and that's all he needs if you have a fast player. And you can see what the defense was doing. We're out leveraging a player here that's going to Syracuse to play in this example. So he's a very good elite Division I athlete, and I've got a 5'6", 130-pound running back there that's getting outside. We block him up on the perimeter, out-leverage the guy, and get a touchdown off of it. So those are 2 examples there out of flat back. All right, here we have another example. We're in flat back here as well. 2 receivers to the field, 1 receiver to the boundary. We have the backside back. Releasing, we're going zone left. This time the quarterback didn't like his numbers to the perimeter. I liked them. I'm a quarterback. I want to throw the ball. But here in this case, he decides to hand off. We have 5 blockers blocking their 5 box players, and we're reading the 6th guy. He gives us a handoff read. Only player unblocked is you can see the safety coming down from the here. Safety coming down, and we've run this play over and over and over during the game. And he's made some of the tackles. He's had a decent night. But over time, he's going to be tough to make that tackle over and over and over in space. And that's the key. So we block it up, zone, get hats on people the D-line level as well as the linebacker level. One guy unblocked, comes down and can't make the tackle. So we get a touchdown out of it. So there you have it, 3 examples of video examples of the play. All of those were out of flatback. We had several drawings. The key is we're running one concept, it's zone into the boundary. That could change up. We're running basically a trips. We're dressing it up. Instead of the initial play was trips, but we can dress it up to be 2x2 motion to trips, 2 back motion to trips from the backfield, and it could be the front side back or the back side back or a pistol back. So any of those could be ways of making it look different, but for our players, it's the same stuff. For our quarterback, it's the same ideas, the same concepts. There's nothing changes for him as far as what he does to execute the play. Once again, here's my contact information. Thank you for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up, add comments down below, and bang that bell for those notifications. Score points and have a great time.